Hi friends, welcome on in, welcome on back to the channel. Thank you as always for clicking on the video and showing up here today. We're going to listen to Traffic. We're going to listen to this track, Walking in the Wind. This is off of the album When the Eagle Flies, which is their 7th studio album, released in 1974. We're listening to this track because it is the favorite track of, I gotta pull up your name, Brenda Malloy. So Brenda, thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for sharing your favorite track with me here. We've listened to Traffic. And now it's time to jump on back into Traffic. Speaking of walking in the wind, the other day I always either jog or I ride my bike. When I'm jogging, don't have to worry about the wind so much. When you're riding your bike and you're I guess riding into that wind, and it is so annoying because it's just so much pressure back on you. But the trip back is always welcome. Anyways, walking in the wind. Let's go ahead and listen. Traffic. Here we go. This is also the opening to the second side of the album, just for context.
You walk and talk and move around in circles. Your friends telling you you're doing fine. You can't see that sorrow as it hurtles through the shattered memories of your mind.
Love how the bass walks you into this song.
If I could talk to you for just 1 minute, then you know what it is I'm getting at. But there again, your head's got nothing in it. And by the way you left without your head,
Piano enters. I like that.
I'm walking in the wind,
Good
looking
feel.
at the sky, hanging on a breeze, wondering why.
That feels like that melodic wind coming in strong, breezing out.
The woman's headed for that final payoff. The joke that you've got is fading too. And all the sharks that come around for the rip-off are gonna tear the flesh right off you. The plastic princess hang her head in wonder at the silver glittered boys trying to compete. And all at once the room begins to thunder, and all that's left is a stain
organ's
on the sheet.
Raising volume. That's that thunder coming in.
Walking in the wind,
Horns.
looking at the sky, hanging on a breeze, wondering why.
I love that final part of the chorus where it breaks down and then just comes back into this gentle breeze. I really like that.
The prostitute is standing on the corner, suffering so much pain to stay alive. She's so real that life itself bows down before her. She couldn't make that 9 to 5. The
Now synth is in the chorus.
Hanging on a breeze and I'm wondering why.
Every time a new element and a new color is added. We'll talk about that.
God knows why.
The organ matches the synth tone right there. That's fun. Now they're heating up. That's a funky jam with some really good feel to it. I really love the progression and the structure of this thing. And I may get some details wrong, so, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure that I'm going to mess up a little bit of it. But I really like the progression that's felt through the verse and through the chorus. So in the chorus, at one moment, he mentions thunder and he talks about the wind. Obviously, it matches with the theme of the song. And the chorus feels like that thunder, but it's not a dark and scary kind of thunder. It's a bright and melodic musical kind of thunder. And I like how strong the chorus comes in after the fact. And then the hits in the end of the chorus and how that empties itself out back into the chorus, or I'm sorry, into the verse, which feels really, really good, right? Just that pattern and that structure. Okay. Winwood on the keys, synth, organ, singing. I really like what he's doing throughout this whole song. So this is the part I might mess up, but work with me. I think you'll at least know what I mean. In the first verse, the organ comes in, I think, halfway or near the end before the chorus. And then I think some piano comes in at that point. Maybe. Maybe not yet. I don't know. Either way, when it gets into the chorus, I believe that's when the piano first comes in. So you get a little organ at the back of the verse, and then the chorus, you have the organ continuing, and now some sprinklings of piano, just a little bit. As it moves into the second verse, the organ stays now throughout the whole second verse, and at the end, the piano comes in just a little bit more on the end of the second verse before moving into the chorus. Whereas in the second chorus, now the organ is constantly playing, and now the piano is constantly playing. So you're getting this little progression in baby steps in the music, right? Then in the third verse, like I said, I might get my information wrong. You have the organ constantly playing, you have the piano constantly playing, and now there's a splash of synth, that little moog that comes in, right? And then in the chorus, all of them are now together. So there's just this level of elevating the music and constantly sprinkling in a little bit extra before getting into the final jam, where now, you know, we get a little bit more from the organ, we get a little bit more from the synth, which, by the way, I love how he plays back and forth on them. Almost, I mean, it's him playing both, but it's almost like he's, you know, right hand competing on the synth, left hand competing on the organ. He does little fills in there. The horns, I didn't even mention the saxophone that comes in as well in certain moments. Like, there's just a lot of great layering to the structure of this song. And then the ending as the bass walks itself back out. Did I even mention the bass, like how it walked us in from Roscoe G? I can't remember if I said that or not, but I like how it walks us in, it walks us down the street, and it walks us out. You know, it feels really good. I thought that was really fun. So listen to this is a good, beautiful day outside, taking a walk down the street, taking a walk through the park, kind of song to me. You walk and talk and move around in circles, your friends telling you you are doing fine. You can't see that snowball as it hurtles through the shattered membranes of your mind. If I could talk to you for just 1 minute, then you would know what it is I'm getting at. But there again, your head's got nothing in it. By the way you left without your hat. Trying to help someone out, but they're just not, their mind's just not there. I'm walking in the wind, looking at the sky, hanging on a breeze and wondering why. Your old man's headed for the final payoff. The joker that you got is fading too. And all the sharks that come around for you, or around for the ripoff, are going to tear the flesh right off of you. So, you know, they're not talking about Balatro here, if the Joker. They're talking about, like, you know, these are the cards that you have to play. They're, of course, making references to cards and card sharks and such. They're coming for you. They're predatory. They're going to use you, abuse you. But I want to help you out. I wanted to kind of warn you. I want to at least let you know, like, what to expect. But he's also saying at the same time, as we saw in the previous verse, like, you're not quite getting it. The plastic princess hangs her head in wonder at the silver-glittered boys, trying to compete. And all at once the room begins to thunder, and all that's left is the stain on the sheet. Well,
oh my.
The prostitute is standing on the corner, suffering so much pain to stay alive. She's so real that life itself bows down before her. She couldn't make that 9 to 5. While the president is crying in the White House, the prime minister's really got the blues. All the heads of state are busy playing cat and mouse, because you can see none of them have paid their dues. God knows why. So now he takes this singular, isolated incident and is expanding it into a more, of course, worldview and such, bringing it into government. And I like how the line, you know, the prostitute is standing on the corner, you know, suffering just to stay alive. She couldn't make that 9 to 5. That wasn't working for her. Why? You know, why wasn't a relative, let's just say a normal job, if you want to go that direction, of a 9 to 5, that didn't work out. So she had to, of course, become a prostitute standing on the corner. And he says, why did she have to do that? You know, why did she have to make that choice? And then, of course, that's when it expands into government and such, and going that way. So they give you a little thought in there, but that music and that bass line of the organ and the synth and everything, that's where this one's at. So let me know what you guys thought of the track. Almost pressed the wrong button. Thank you so much as well, Brenda, for the recommendation. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope that everyone else enjoyed the video as well. Come back tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts down there. And I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.